Welcome back everyone to our channel. Today we're delving into something exciting. Two short clips from Shetty's chat with Kim Kardashian. But here is the twist. We're not just watching, we're learning and practicing together. Get ready to enhance your English pronunciation, fluency, and learn the meaning behind some tricky words. It's like unlocking a secret code. So let's dive in and explore together. Ready? Let's go! Now listen and practice.
I've seen so many people on these self-help journeys that just aren't as happy.
I've seen so many people on these self-help journeys that just aren't as happy.
When we use the term self-help in speaking, we're referring to resources, practices, or activities aimed at improving one's personal well-being, often without professional assistance.
Emily often turns to self-help books for guidance on managing her anxiety and boosting her self-confidence. Jack attends self-help workshops to learn techniques for setting and achieving his goals effectively.
Have you ever tried self-help books to deal with stress?
Yeah, I've read a few. They can be really helpful.
I've been thinking about attending a self-help seminar next month. Want to come with me?
That sounds like a great idea. I'm always up for learning new strategies for personal growth.
Perfect. I'll send you the details.
And I think you just have to sit back and do what works for you.
And I think you just have to sit back and do what works for you.
Sit back is a phrasal verb that means to relax or recline in a comfortable position, often implying a passive or leisurely stance. It can also imply observing or waiting without active participation.
After a long day at work, Jane decided to sit back and unwind with a good book. The CEO advised the team to sit back and observe the market trends before making any major decisions.
Hey, Sarah, you seem stressed. Why don't you sit back and take a break?
I wish I could, but I have so much to do for my English assignment.
Sometimes it's better to sit back for a moment and let your mind rest. You'll come back to your work with a fresh perspective.
You're right. I'll take your advice and sit back for a bit. Thanks.
And move at your own pace.
And move at your own pace.
Move at your own pace is a phrase that encourages someone to proceed or progress at a speed that is comfortable for them, without feeling rushed or pressured by external factors. It emphasizes individuality and self-determination in the process of completing tasks or achieving goals.
The yoga instructor reminded her students to move at their own pace during the class, emphasizing the importance of listening to their bodies. In online courses, students have the freedom to move at their own pace, allowing for a more personalized learning experience.
I feel like I'm falling behind in the English class. Everyone seems to be progressing much faster than me.
It's okay, Alex. Remember, you can move at your own pace. Don't compare yourself to others.
But I'm afraid I won't catch up in time for the exam.
Trust me, it's better to understand the material thoroughly than to rush through it. Just take a deep breath and move at your own pace.
You're right. I'll focus on learning at my own speed. Thanks for the advice, Emily.
And understand that it's okay that you're not at the same level as someone else.
And understand that it is okay that you're not at the same level as someone else.
Same level refers to a situation where two or more things are at an equivalent position, standard, or degree. It indicates similarity or parity in terms of a particular aspect.
In sports competitions, athletes are often matched with opponents who are at the same level of skill to ensure fair and competitive matches. When discussing academic achievement, students are sometimes grouped into classes based on their abilities so that they can learn at the same level as their peers.
I find it challenging to keep up with the vocabulary in English class. I feel like I'm not at the same level as my classmates.
Don't worry, Emily. Learning a new language can be tough, but with practice, you'll get there. Maybe you can ask the teacher for some extra help.
That's a good idea. I'll do that. Thanks, John.
No problem. Remember, we're all here to support each other, and eventually, we'll all be at the same level of proficiency.
Yeah, you're right. I'll keep working hard until I catch up with everyone else.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just such a, like, everything happens the way it's supposed to.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just, like, everything happens the way it is supposed to.
It's supposed to was a phrase used to indicate that something is expected, required, or intended to happen in a certain way based on a rule, plan, or belief. It implies a sense of obligation or correctness.
In a recipe, if it says to bake the cake for 30 minutes, it's supposed to be fully cooked and ready to eat after that time. When discussing weather forecasts, if the meteorologist says it's supposed to rain tomorrow, it means that rain is expected based on current weather patterns.
Emily, the instructions for this puzzle are confusing. Are we supposed to solve it in a certain order?
Yes, Tom. It's supposed to be solved starting from the outer edge and working our way towards the center.
Oh, I see. Thanks for clarifying.
No problem, just follow the steps and it should work out fine.
I hope so. I've never done a puzzle like this before.
Don't worry. It's supposed to be challenging, but I'm sure we'll figure it out together.
I love just people in their own journeys, and I never try to be so preachy.
I love just people in their own journeys, and I never try to be so preachy.
Preachy is an adjective used to describe someone or something that delivers moralistic or didactic messages in a manner that feels overly instructional or self-righteous. It often carries a negative connotation, suggesting that the speaker is overly zealous or sanctimonious in their approach.
The movie received criticism for its preachy dialogue, as characters often delivered moral lessons in a heavy-handed manner. Some people find it off-putting when politicians become preachy during their speeches instead of focusing on practical solutions to issues.
I went to a seminar on healthy eating yesterday, but the speaker was so preachy about veganism that it turned me off.
I know what you mean. Sometimes people can be overly enthusiastic about their beliefs and come across as preachy.
Exactly, I prefer when presentations provide information without trying to persuade or lecture.
Me too. It's important to respect everyone's choices and beliefs without being preachy about our own.
Absolutely. I wish more speakers understood that.
I've seen so many people on these like self-help journeys that just aren't as happy, you know? And I think you just have to like sit back and do what works for you and move at your own pace and understand that it's okay that you're not at the same level as someone else.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just such a, like, everything happens the way it's supposed to. I love just people in their own journeys, and I never try to be so preachy.